You slice the tape, pull back the cardboard, and for a few minutes, you feel the rush of the acquisition. Then, the thrill evaporates, and that brand new item is shoved into the back of a crowded closet, forgotten. You likely earn more today than you did 5 years ago, yet the end of the month feels exactly as tight as it always has. The financial breathing room that should have come with your raises never arrived. We tend to view ourselves as rational financial agents, making calculated choices based on a mental spreadsheet of costs and benefits. But the digital economy is not built for rational agents. It is an engineered system designed to bypass your logical brain and trigger specific evolutionary blind spots. To understand why your savings have stalled, we need to dissect the chronological anatomy of an impulse purchase, from the initial psychological trigger to the long-term financial aftermath. An impulse buy rarely starts with a physical need. It begins with an internal emotional trigger. Often, scrolling through a digital storefront serves as a coping mechanism for stress or a long day at work. Research indicates that happiness is an even stronger catalyst. 72% of impulse purchases occur when consumers are in a positive mood and looking to reward themselves. This internal state is compounded by external social pressure. You see peers upgrading their lifestyles, nicer cars, bigger homes, newer gadgets, and your brain begins to calibrate to their spending. This is known as the Veblen effect. It describes the act of purchasing expensive goods primarily to signal social status and success to others. Curated social media feeds supercharge this effect. They provide a constant stream of peer success stories, keeping you in a state of status anxiety and fear of missing out. Once a trigger is activated, a cognitive bias called hyperbolic discounting takes control. Here is our evolutionary preference for the immediate dopamine hit, discounting a much larger future reward. The gratification of hitting buy now takes precedence over a secure retirement decades away. In this moment, the rational brain is effectively locked out of the decision-making process. You are no longer choosing, you are reacting, leaving you vulnerable to the transaction phase. Historically, the physical act of counting out cash created a pain of paying. This friction forced the rational brain to engage and potentially cancel a bad purchase. Digital wallets and saved credit cards have removed that friction. By making payment invisible and instantaneous, technology ensures the logical brain never has a chance to intervene. Buy now, pay later schemes take this further. They separate the joy of getting the item today from the eventual pain of paying for it over the coming months. This academic study on quick commerce shows how delivery apps promising items in under 10 minutes are designed to fulfill an impulse before any purchase anxiety can settle in. The cycle continues after the item arrives through hedonic adaptation. The brain rapidly normalizes the new purchase, turning what was once a luxury into your new baseline standard. This normalization creates lifestyle creep. Your monthly spending automatically expands to swallow your raises, leaving your net worth stagnant despite a higher income. This is often triggered by the Diderot effect. Bringing one new premium item into your home, like a designer lamp, makes your older furniture look flawed by comparison, prompting a chain reaction of new purchases. A single frictionless transaction does not satisfy a need. It resets your baseline standard of living to a higher price point, requiring more income just to maintain the same level of satisfaction. If this cycle of impulse buying goes unchecked, the mechanics of compound interest start working aggressively against you rather than for you. The rule of 72 calculates how long it takes money to double. Divide 72 by your interest rate to find the years required. At 18% interest, an impulse-driven credit card balance doubles in just 4 years on minimum payments. You cannot easily change your evolutionary biases, but you can change your environment. The solution is to intentionally rebuild the friction that modern technology erased. Start by deleting saved credit cards from your devices. Forcing yourself to manually enter your details creates a pause that allows your logical brain to wake up. Additionally, implement a mandatory 24-hour waiting period for all online carts. To combat lifestyle creep, route half of any future raise or bonus directly into a savings account before you have a chance to normalize the extra income into your daily budget. The digital economy spends billions engineering ways to bypass our judgment. By understanding this playbook, you can reclaim your wealth and turn spending back into a conscious, deliberate choice.